Hey everyone, Lou Clark here, and in this video, I'm going to give you 5 ways that you can create wealth starting today. But before I do that, make sure you check out the links in the description below for a bunch of different resources, including my free What is Your Money Superpower quiz that also comes with a great resource to strengthen your money muscle. We all need to strengthen our money muscle. Just like a normal bicep, you need to strengthen it. Oh, and don't forget, make sure you subscribe to this channel so you can be a part of the community and get notified every time we put out a new video. Let's jump into my tips on how you can create wealth starting today. Tip number 1, invest 1/24 of your day into education. That's 1 hour. 1 hour a day into educating yourself to become smarter, more brilliant. It's going to make you wealthier, especially if you're educating yourself on money and time, because those are 2 hot commodities in your life. And it's really important that you understand how to use both. Something you can look at researching right away is look at the 80-20 rule. I'm not going to tell you what it is. I want you to look it up. And if you're like, oh, this is really exciting, comment below and let me know what you think. Spend 1/24, 1 hour every day feeding yourself, feeding your brain. Turn the TV off, turn the social media off, turn the games off, and educate yourself. It's fun. You're going to open up into a whole new world. You're going to expand your horizons. You're going to be able to do things you've never done before because you now have knowledge you never had. Number 2, find yourself a mentor who's been where you are that you can learn from. Trust me when I say it is a lot easier learning from someone else's successes and their failures especially. You don't want to repeat something that doesn't work. It's really important to find someone who's where you want to be. And it doesn't mean that they're making billions of dollars. Maybe your goal is to make $100,000 this year. Find someone that's doing what you do who's making $100,000 this year. It's really, really important that you follow in someone else's footsteps so you don't have to do all the hard and messy and dirty work. Because when you get into the hard, messy, and dirty, you tend to want to quit. And that's another reason why you should have a mentor. Because those times when you want to quit, they're going to tell you, don't quit. This is the hardest part. Just get over this hump. You've got this. It's easier on the other side. Trust me, I've been there. Let me show you how to do it. So important. So make sure you find yourself a mentor. Number 3, stop spending money on useless things. Anytime you feel like that sudden urge to buy something, that's usually an impulse buy. An impulse buy, it tends to be attached to an emotion. So just like eating, right? When you're stressed, you eat. So maybe when you're stressed, you spend money. Look around your home, see the things that you've purchased that you didn't really need, or maybe you've used something once or twice and now it's collecting dust. Stop spending money on useless things. Take that money and invest it. Make the money work for you. For most of us, we've been working for money. But now it's time for our money to work for us. That's the only way anyone ever gets wealthy, is when your money works for you. But when you buy things that are useless, that you don't need, you are in a trap of working for money. Someone who's trapped in that will never get out. Stop spending money on things you don't need, because that's what's going to help you create wealth. Not only will it help you create wealth, it's going to help you to create new habits and new questions to ask yourself when you're ready to purchase something. For me, if I feel an impulse buy come on, I usually wait 2 to 3 days before I actually purchase it. And 9 times out of 10, I don't purchase it. I didn't need it. It was just in that moment. So look at the things you're spending money on and see if it's really worth spending. Is your $5 coffee a day worth it? Do you know if you took that $5 and put it into an investment at an 8% interest rate, compounded in 10 years, you'd have over $30,000? Is that $5 drink every single day worth it? Might make you feel good in the moment, but when you're in your 50s or your 60s and you're trying to figure out how to retire, those $5 drinks aren't going to be helping you anymore. Look at what you're spending money on. Number 4, start tracking your spending so you can understand your habits. This is a play a little bit on number 3. It's really important for you to understand, when are you spending money? What are you spending it on? Why are you spending it? Is it essential? Is it non-essential? What is the lifetime on this thing that you've purchased? When you start to track your spending, even if you're paying with cash or debit card or credit card, don't tell me my bank statement tracks it, it's fine. Because you probably don't even look at your bank statement. Most people don't. Get a book. Start tracking your spending. Really, really important because it will change your habits. Number one, you'll get tired of writing things down. So then you get to a point where you're like, I don't even want to spend the money. I don't want to write it down. Like whatever. And then it starts to become a game where it's like, whoa, I spent $500 last month. I wonder if I can do $450. And you start to hold yourself accountable. There are people out there that pay for accountability coaches. They can't hold themselves accountable, so they hire someone to hold their hand and hold them accountable. This is your money. This is your life. Nobody's going to do this for you. It's time for you to become accountable for where your money is going and what it's doing or not doing, whether it's working for you or not working for you. So yes, it seems old habit. It seems like something you do from the 1960s or 50s or 40s. But start the trend now. Change those money habits. Change how you spend your money. Change how you look at your money. And when you start tracking your spending, that's what that exercise will do for you. And finally, number 5, which we've talked about a little bit in a few of the tips, put your money to work. If you have money sitting in a savings account that's collecting you like 0.02% interest, the bank is basically saying, thank you so much for giving me your money and just letting me have it and borrow it. Did you know that? Did you know the money that sits in your bank accounts, the bank is borrowing your money, investing it in their investments and making interest off of your money and then giving you a teeny weeny little amount? I say, forget the banks. Go put your money in some secure investments where you can make a lot more than 0.02% or 0.2%. Find someone who is very fluent and professional and knowledgeable in investments and just tell them what you want and they'll help you. I think when it comes to investing, people get scared because they think every investment means it's a loss. Let me share this with you. Our family has investments that don't lose money, not like they don't do that. Our average rate of return in 2020 was 29.16%, almost 30% return on investment. You're not going to get that at a bank. Find ways for your money to work for you. Sure, I believe in my piggy banks. The piggy banks are a great way to start a habit, because it's a way for you to understand that money's gone and you can't see it, but you still feel that sense of control. I know for me, when I started investing in the markets, that first time I gave that lump sum over to my financial advisor, I felt like I lost control of my money. But if it wasn't for the piggy banks and me understanding how they work, I wouldn't have been able to get over that as quickly as I did. So to recap, my 5 tips on creating wealth are investing 1 hour a day into education. Find a mentor. Stop spending money on useless stuff. Start tracking how you are spending money and put your money to work for you. I actually always think of my money as the little minions from Despicable Me. It's like the banana, right? Like that's my money. Here, go to work. Here, go to work. That's how I look at my money. They're all like these minions. I have all these minions just waiting to do something for me. Anyways, that's a really weird analogy, but I hope you stayed till the end and you enjoyed it. Until next time, use these 5 tips to create wealth in your life because you deserve it. We'll talk soon.